There are steps you need to take to safeguard your family in everyday activities. Simple techniques to employ to not paint yourself as a target. This video specifically focuses on going out in public. You may need to venture out and get some food, or maybe take a family member to an event. Whatever it may be, there are strategies that will help you in staying safe. This is especially true for day-to-day activities, but even more so if crap hits the fan. Practice these things now, so when things turn south, it'll become second nature. And more so, there's one thing that you can do that tremendously helps you keeping safe. Stay to the end. You won't regret it. First tip, it's all about not standing out. Simply put, when in Rome, do as the Romans. And it's not simply just the way you dress, but the way you act as well. If you're on a city street and everyone's wearing typical city street garb, sweats, leather coats, blue jeans, tank tops, you wouldn't want to go in designer clothes or a business suit. You'll stand out like a sore thumb. Wearing a hoodie with the hood concealing most of your face has become a fashion trend. However, wear that hoodie in a place where people expect to trust you and suddenly you look like a hoodlum. Model yourself for the time and place. A good tip is darker clothes. Mostly gray clothes, actually. They'll be less attractive. More so, plain basic clothes. This shirt, not a good shirt to wear outside. It attracts attention. Wear plain clothes, gray clothes, t-shirts, no logos, no designer stuff on them at all. Tip number 2, you do not want to stand out in the crowd. Specifically, no direct eye contact. I cannot stress this enough. It will paint you as a target every single time. But more importantly, don't do anything that will draw attention. How do you do that? Go with the flow. Do as the other people are doing. This takes concentration to watch other people. But again, do not make eye contact. It's a difficult skill to master. With that, you may need to be proactive. You need to watch other people, how they act and behave, without letting them see you watching them. Myself, wherever I go, I survey the people around me constantly. It's what I've been doing for years, thanks to the military. Ash will even tell you that I often find people or situations that are going to happen before they actually happen, just by watching people. I always make eye contact, see who's looking around also. You'd be amazed how many people are just stuck on their phones or stuck walking without paying attention. I've even busted guys, like older men, watching my teenage daughters up and down, and they see me and they're like, oh my gosh, I was busted. Because these guys know, these pervs, they know that dads don't watch these things, that people are oblivious and don't focus, especially for the fact that today is the day of cell phones. People are always stuck in their cell phones while walking. Do yourself a favor. Do not use your phone in public. Don't do it. And don't allow your family to do it either. I love how these guys walk around. Maybe you've seen them. They try to dress in camo and look all intimidating to other people. No, tip number 3, do what you can to not look threatening to other people. No matter how skilled you are in martial arts, maybe you're a black belt, or maybe you have a concealed weapon and you're an expert shooter. It doesn't matter. Look non-threatening. The threatening people are going to cause agitation in the crowds. Tip number 4. Now there's one thing that you can do that's always going to keep you safe. And a lot of people don't do this by nature. Always keep moving. Let me explain. At the basic level, someone who is loitering around is one who gets attention. Everyone who's moving has a plan. It's what we do. We're going places, taking care of errands and tasks. Even if crap hits the fan, you're still going to need to go out and get food and get items. If you find yourself walking past someone who's just standing there, not engaged in any activity, you'll notice. It's how your brain works. Have you ever wondered why you notice homeless people and beggars? Your eyes are drawn right to them. You also notice people about to approach you or people heading straight for you. Your eyes automatically lock onto them. You ever wonder why you're at the mall, or better yet, in a store and somebody's trying to sell you a new phone plan as you walk by? You can see them right off the bat, heading your way. If you keep moving with the crowd, you're far less to get noticed. However, more importantly, if you find yourself in a dangerous situation, listen to this, be the first to react and get moving, get out of there. That is not a typical human response, mind you. It's a normal human response to stop and watch action. Maybe a person standing in the center of a crowd, yelling at everyone around them. People love to take videos of these now and call them Karens. Worse, maybe the person has a knife. People will always stop and watch. It's a natural human instinct to freeze when something happens. No, get moving, get out of there. When we lived in Florida, Ashley and I took my Jeep Wrangler to Publix to go grocery shopping. And while we were walking around, over the intercom, said somebody, if they have this Jeep Wrangler, need to come outside. I thought I left my lights on. If you have a Wrangler, there's no door alarm that tells you you've left your lights on. But anyway, I get out there, no. There's a guy who took off my spare tire off the back door and was stealing it and was confronted by a bunch of people. And now this guy's standing right in the middle of the crowd with my Jeep in the middle, and probably, I'm guessing, like 50 people all around him, some even with cameras. And I was like, what the heck's going on? So I went up to confront the guy, and a couple people yelled at me, said, careful, he's been threatening people with a tire iron to beat him up. So here's the situation. I mean, in that situation, the police arrived and took care of the business, and that's what needs to happen. But listen to this. All those people stood around, especially with cameras. If a guy is brazen enough to steal a tire right from Publix, then he's also brazen enough to, well, maybe he actually has more than a tire iron. He could have had a gun. I know, human instinct is to stop and watch. It's what we do. Keep moving. Go inside the store or go to an extreme safe distance. You do not want to. There's people with kids there watching this. But again, people think in their mind, well, nothing's going to happen. All these people here, especially nothing's going to happen to me. It's a herd mentality that can actually get you in trouble. Now, I am not saying to shy away from helping those in need. Not at all. Don't abandon people, especially with their health and safety involved. But remember, you come first. You have to. How are you going to help anybody when now there's 2 victims, including you? All right, what else do you have to actually pour in the comments? Let us know. Let's keep this going, the discussion about this, because I know there's far more tips and techniques than just this. So what would you actually add to the list? Thanks for watching, and check out our next prep video.